Homophobic mom yells at me for going on a date. I'm bisexual, so I can relate to this. Backstory, I'm bi. Oh, hey! No way, so am I.
Yo, what is up, my aesthetic boys? It's your boy Fresh here, back with another Reddit video. Today we're going to be looking at r/Entitledparents.
Make sure you smash like, subscribe, and bing that bell to turn on all notifications, or else you're a dumb little... That being said, let's just jump into it. r/Entitledparents is the subreddit we'll be looking at today. I've seen a few entitled parents out in the real world myself. I used to work at a grocery store that was in a very upper middle class area in the suburbs, and wow, there was a lot of entitled parents who shopped at my grocery store. And I also grew up in the area, so I've been around entitled parents my entire life. I know exactly what they're like, and they're annoying as hell. So let's take a look at some people's stories with entitled parents. Yay! You're my child. I have the right to poison you. I'm allergic to fish/seafood. It's not the anaphylactic type of allergy, thank goodness. So I'm not gonna die if I eat some, but I do throw up. Have a stomachache and a massive headache for a few hours. Enough fish or seafood, and I break out in small red hives over my arms. Disgusting. I hate when I get hives all over my arms. My mother didn't believe it, and as a child, I couldn't stand up to her properly. So this is an entitled parent story about this person's mother. That's unique. Usually it's about someone else's parent. She'd force me to eat stuff with seafood or fish in it to prove I wasn't allergic, then ignore me as I was sick. One day she held a dinner party. I was dressed up beautifully and trotted out to parade before the guests. At the time, I was around about 9. Grammar, precious? It's not spelled correctly for my age, and absolutely fed up with my mother making me sick. When she held out a fish cutlet, fish cooked with vegetables rolled into a ball, covered in batter and fried, for me to eat, I saw my chance. Me, loudly, I can't eat that. I'm allergic to fish. Mother, no you're not. Eat it. Me, I'm allergic. I'll throw up. No Asian mother will back down in front of guests for fear of looking like she can't discipline her child. My mother grabbed the fish cutlet, shoved it into my mouth, and said in her most firm voice of command, eat. So I ate it. Cue to about 10 minutes later. I go up to my mother and tug on her sorry to get attention. I hope your mother says sorry for making you eat that fish cutlet, you know what I'm saying? Me, I don't feel well. Barf. I vomited on her on the expensive carpet and in full view of all the guests. My mother has a reputation for being a kind, generous, charitable, and very religious woman. So in front of all the guests, she couldn't do anything except act sympathetic and send me off to bed to recover. She never made me eat fish or seafood again. Well, hey, at least it has a happy ending, right? Okay? The only way for people to learn is to learn the hard way sometimes. You know, a lot of people just cannot just learn the normal way, so sometimes they have to experience being vomited on to learn to not force someone who's allergic to seafood to eat seafood, especially if it's your own child. Next meme. Homophobic mom yells at me for going on a date. I'm bisexual, so I can relate to this. Backstory, I'm bi. Oh, hey! No way, so am I. And I met this guy at my school that's gay, because it's a guy, and that's what you are. We hung out and went on a date at the county fair. We were literally just holding hands, and this lady goes, homos, me. Excuse me, EM. I said, have a good day. I know she didn't say this, but I didn't want to start anything. This goes on and on with her saying homophobic slurs when she walks by. About 3 hours of this goes on. We want to go on rides, and she would say, EM, homos don't deserve to ride. I'm straight. I should go before you. After a while, the guy I was with dumped a soda on her because we had enough. She called security, but they did nothing. We start to leave, and this woman has the audacity to say, EM, you are going to hell. Me, see you there, head. The rest of the night was fun. Now, the problem with this subreddit, r/Entitledparents, is like, look, this story sounds incredibly fake, all right? However, I know exactly how entitled parents act. They make no sense. None of this stuff that this woman says makes any sense, right? So I literally cannot tell if it's real or fake, but I'm placing my bets on, drum roll please, fake. I don't think it's real. I don't think the story is real at all. I mean, maybe if you're in the South, right, a lady would say, homos. But if you say, excuse me, they're not just gonna say, have a good day. They're not gonna do that. People who are this mean usually just continue to be mean. Also, was she following you around the entire county fair? Because she says this at the beginning, and then this goes on in her with her saying homophobic slurs when she walks by. About 3 hours of this goes. Did she just follow you around for 3 hours? Like, this has to be either an incredibly small county fair or she's following you around, which I don't believe either of those. This kind of behavior does happen, but I mean, it's pretty rare. I'm gay myself, and I've never encountered anything like this at all. And I grew up in a very conservative area, and now I'm in the South. So I mean, I've never even seen anything quite like that. There's a lot of people who have these crazy opinions, but they usually either keep their mouths shut or they just say, ugh, homos, and leave it at that. They don't go on to say, I'm straight, I should ride before you, or whatever the hell. Most people would not just say that to someone's face, but they could. I don't know, it could be real. I don't know, man. Next meme. I have a story for you about an entitled mom. So one day I was just browsing my email and I got an email from an entitled mom. Entitled mom. Hi, my name is Patricia, and I would like my son to become a patron of yours so he can access videos 24 hours early, but I don't want to pay anything. You should be willing to give out free stuff for your fans because they got you to the place you are today. And so I said, nope, but you can pay for it by following the link in the description down below to Patreon. Woo! $1 patrons have access to videos 24 hours early. Oh my gosh. They also have access to an exclusive live stream once per month for patrons and channel members exclusively. Channel members can access that by hitting that join button down below. Channel members also get access to videos 24 hours early as well. $5 plus patrons have access to an exclusive video once per month for $5 plus patrons only, released on patreon.com exclusively. So become a $5 or more patron to have access to that. It's so easy, it's so simple. It's like $1 per month, that's $12 a year, okay? It's not that much money. Just do it, okay? Just do it. Just become a patron today. Do it! Next meme. My daughter failed university, but you owe me money. I work as a tutor at my university. Last semester, I was basically the only tutor for an algebra course for freshmen, which was actually pretty fun for me. I bet the students wouldn't agree with that though. There was this one student who just didn't seem to grasp onto the basic aspects of algebra, so she struggled for the whole semester. She came to talk to me a few times, but it quickly became clear that she just wanted me to give her the homework answers. As a tutor, I cannot and will not do that, as my job is to help students understand the material. What a good Samaritan. She didn't seem to want to understand the material, which was frustrating. Throughout the semester and on the day of their final, I hosted group study sessions to go over basic concepts and answer any questions. She came to a few of those, but she was often on her phone and or talking to her classmates. I figured she was going to fail. I was right. She did fail. Oh! Her mom decided to pull her out of university and send her to a community college for the time being. However, she still owes money to my school. So she sent a letter to my boss, who's the dean, and basically said, my daughter failed out of this school because she wasn't given the available resources. So it's your fault. I'm gonna sue you for the $13,000 I still owe the school. My boss was really confused and found out that I, along with a few of my coworkers, had met with her in attempts to improve her grades. Algebra was not the only class that she failed, and she did meet with other tutors. So I'm not sure what the student told her mom. My boss sent her an email saying, your daughter did use the resources here, so it's not our fault. She met with several tutors, and I have records to show it. Feel free to sue us, but I won't be giving you any money. The mom hasn't replied. Wow. You ever just eat icing? Oh. It's so good. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. So let me get this straight. This daughter was in college and was failing and went to a tutor to help, but while with the tutor was on her phone and wasn't paying attention, and then failed all of her classes, and then blamed it on the school for not offering resources to help her out. Yeah, that's incredible. So her mom's gonna sue the school. Yay, because she failed out of the school. Wow, man, I also failed my IT exam this semester, but I didn't sue them. WTF is wrong with them? This one, I'm gonna rate this one. Drum roll, please. Real, I think this one is real story. It's not far-fetched at all. People who can afford college, people in that income level tend to be more entitled than people not in that income level. So it makes sense that a mom who's paying for college would be entitled, would feel entitled, But I think that's gonna do it for today. Thank you for watching. Oh my God, if you enjoyed what you watched here today, subscribe, bing that bell for notifications, leave a like. Hey, check out my second channel, Oh Well What's This, for all this like traveling stuff. It's pretty lit, fam. Here's a little preview.
Say it again, say it again. You say it inside, so say it again. Only you can make my...
That's literally, it's like the size of a skyscraper. That screen is going wacky on this camera. Oh my God, it does not look like that in person. But look at the MGM sign is just as tall as a skyscraper.
This is the one I'm gonna die on. I'm excited.
Well, let's hope you don't die. That'd be really bad. Look at how large this casino is. Look at this.
I don't know, man. What?
Sierra Mist! This is Excalibur. It looks like frickin' Disneyland, but on steroids.
If you enjoyed that preview, make sure you subscribe to that channel. There's a little card right up here you can click on. Oh man. There's also a link in the description down below. Yay, oh my God. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links down below. Yay, oh my gosh. All right, everyone, bye. Have a nice day. Don't become an entitled parent. Bye.
For the record, I'm done trying to make y'all comfortable. For the record, you ain't trying to grow, then it's done for you. For the record, lab on me going all the way.